Hey geeks, welcome to game 3 of the season. We are coming off a difficult loss against Four Corners where, quite frankly, the team played terribly. And kind of knew that, excuse me, kind of knew that coming in. I think we had a bad practice. Our team chemistry dropped significantly, and then a lot of our players didn't really progress like I would like them to. So let's take a quick look. We're playing Little York at Little York for game 3. So if you take a quick look at them, they are 0-2 on the season. But I think as we learned last week, went to the wrong team page here. Oh, no, don't want to do that. No. Let's go back to standings and we'll go to Little York's team page and we'll take a quick look. So we'll start with stats, see who's been scoring for them. It looks like Wallace Farabee has been their leading scorer. They're not scoring much offensively this year. So you can see here Victor Largefoot. I think same time we did a season against them last time, he was 0 coming in and then he lit it up against us. So we'll need to keep an eye on him. But Largefoot and Buford are not shooting well, and even Farabee isn't, even though he has 7 points. They're just really not executing their offense well, apparently. And then it looks like they're not really rotating anybody in. They're playing their top 5 guys for all 8 minutes of both games. So there looks like their freshman Cotton hasn't progressed into a strong player, which for Little York that can make a big difference. He's decent though. I wonder why he's not playing more. He's got a 60 shooting. He, decent ball handling, decent rebounding. He's inside outside scorer. Decent defensively, especially for a freshman. He's just not forcing his way into the lineup though. Let's just take a look at these guys quick. No shock. Derek Smith's a strong ball handler, kind of a good pure point guard. Not much of a scoring threat. He's got decent agility, but he's not a good finisher with only a 5 in scoring. The big guy, this is probably part of why they're struggling. It looks like Emery Landry now is not really developing his inside scoring, and he's kind of the key for Little York, in my opinion. Things he opens up the outside when he starts hitting the inside shots, and I wonder if they'll start pushing the fast breaks a little bit because he's going to make some strong outlet passes. Not as strong as he typically is either. Still decent rebounding and a high IQ. And again, all these guys are going to have pretty high IQ for the most part. The thing when you're playing Little York is you need to mix up your play calling quite a bit because they'll pick up on your tendencies. So even Largefoot did not develop his offensive abilities. It looks like they just had kind of a rough camp. He's still a decent defender, good endurance, good IQ, decent ball handling. And then let's see what Buford's doing. He's normally a good inside-outside guy. Yeah, Buford can score. He's got good agility. He's a good athlete, so we'll need to keep an eye on him. And then Farabee. Farabee is he's interesting. He's kind of similar to Kwame Castor with Morristown. He's a big guy and kind of an outside scorer first and then inside after that. But he can rebound. He's pretty strong. There's really no one here that scares me too much. And then Frankie's kind of an intangible guy for them. Yeah, you can see he's a good passer. He can shoot, and then he can play outside defense. So he's kind of an outside first guy, despite being 6'3" and over 200 pounds. It's interesting. Okay, so I'm probably, obviously Largefoot and Landernau, even though their attributes aren't elite for them, I want to keep an eye on them. But I think Buford's kind of their wild card, so I really want to watch him in this game. So let's do this. I think I need to get our team chemistry in order, and what I typically like to do, well, first of all, first things first, let's assign training reps. I'm going to go 5 and 5 again. My top 5 starters, and then I'm going to go with Kent, because I want to just keep Kent in the rotation for his shooting. But I'm going to go defense first. I think we need to tighten up our defense a little bit. I actually think that's going to help our team chemistry a little bit as well. I just think basketball teams, when they're thinking defense first, they typically it just kind of gets their head right, and they kind of do the fundamentals right and everything. And we need to get our fundamentals right. We're kind of playing sloppy. I'm also going to push team building up to 3, so that means I'm going to need to find 2 categories to pull back to a 1. I hate doing this, but I'm going to keep free throws at a 1. That's probably going to bite me, and I'm probably going to have to dial that up soon. And I think the other thing I'm going to put at a 1 right now is technical drills. So that's going to be passing, ball handling, and then rebounding from a technical standpoint. So that's like boxing out, etc. We did struggle a bit with rebounding last game. Maybe I could pull back a bit on athletic drills. I'm going to do that because I don't want to undermine my rebounding too much, but strength and rebounding kind of have equal impact on the overall ability of players to rebound. So it's kind of trade-offs on this. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do, I'm pulling technical back because what you're going to learn as you play this game, certain drills have intangible impacts on your players as well too. And athletic drills are going to keep your team aggressive and confident, etc. So I'm gonna, at least for now, I'm gonna roll this way, and hopefully our technical drills and specifically our rebounding don't get undermined too much. Yeah, look at this. Our team chemistry is really, this is one of those seasons where our team chemistry is not in a good place. So we're gonna have to overcome that, which means we got to win this game. Frankly, it's pretty important. So our defense and our tangibles are holding at an A-. Let's take a quick look at practice notes and see what happened. Yeah, the team has given up. We are just mentally, we've got a version of Bentley Truman this season that doesn't seem to have their head in it. We need to practice better as a unit. We pulled back in passing and ball handling, as you would expect, because we didn't put as much time towards technical drills. CJ, Trent, Ronnie, 3 starters who had poor practice performances. Vaughn, Omar, Freddie, Delmont, Kent, all 5 of my guys from the second team did not have a good week of practice. Our focus on inside defense did improve our chemistry a bit, so thank goodness for that. Imagine where it would be if we didn't do that. We heard our ability to execute our half-court offense and identify the best scorers. We heard our team rebounding. Yeah. And then, again, that's, I think, a result of me pulling back on technical drills. And then we're extremely stoic this week, so both good and bad. But, I don't have to worry too much about momentum, intense momentum swings from my players. Okay, let's jump in. I'll set the lineup. Going to go with my regular starting 5. No reason to mix it up yet. It's only the 3rd game of the season. If I've been disappointed in anybody, it's probably Trent. And again, he had another not great week of practice. So we'll see. How did Xenon do? I mean, Xenon was fine. He kind of maybe a slight uptick aggregately overall. He did improve defensively and his inside scoring. Ronnie overall pullback, even though he did improve a bit on his defense. We should be playing a bit better defense this game. CJ, he must have spent some extra time in the film room, and then his inside defense. And then Kermit significantly improved his inside defense and his scoring and his IQ. Yeah, he and CJ must have been watching film together. Let's take a look at Kent's shooting. Yeah, he gained one there. Okay. How'd the freshman do? He not great. And then how about our key backups here? Vaughn, nothing too great. You can kind of see inside defense across the board. We did improve that. And then it looks like they had a good session, at least the big guys did, in the film room. And then Freddie improved his shooting a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go inside first, offense as usual. I'm going to push the pace on these guys. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to push the pace on these guys. They're pretty well conditioned. They play disciplined ball. I don't know if we're going to be able to force them into a lot of mistakes with a heavy pace. We're going to man these guys up, and then just because AC Buford looks like such a strong 3rd option, I'm not going to do any box and 1 against them. I might override it during gameplay, but I'm going to do that. And you know what? Let's kind of keep aggressive and passive at equal parts, which will match what we're doing for normal. Okay. Let's see who wins the tip-off. Okay, Kermit won it. By the way, when you win the team that wins the tip-off, sometimes you'll get a little uptick in momentum kind of behind the scenes, and you'll start to feel it. I want to look real quick. Yeah, okay, scroll pace is at medium. Okay, we got a hand check on their point guard, Derek Smith. Looks like we started with a slow half-court offense. Now we're going outside. Let's see who it's going to. It's going to Trent. So let's see if Trent's on this game. No, he's not. But look at that. Okay, Xenon got an offensive rebound. He's good. He'll come up with some clutch plays for you, a guy with his level of basketball IQ. Okay, we're trapping them, but they instantly bust it and then they lay it in for an easy basket. So I might want to be wary of the traps. It looks like they're prepared to bust through those this game. Attack offense, they're doubling Ronnie and we're going to him. And he's going to shoot with two guys defending him and he misses it. But look at that, we got another offensive board. And it was Xenon again. So he seems to be the one anomaly of someone who's going to be able to attack the boards pretty aggressively for us this game. Quick note, when you're calling these offense types, let's watch. Yeah, Trent misses another outside shot, but Kermit got an offensive board. And they call the defensive over the back foul. Inside, if you don't call it for a specific player, its highest percentage is going to go to your center. Outside, if you don't call it for a specific player, highest percentage is going to go to your shooting guard, and then attack offense's highest percentage is to your small forward. All right, so Xenon Fletcher hit an outside shot, and we're up by 2. Let's see, we're doing a normal zone. Next time, I'm going to mess around with the box and 1 a little bit and see if that has any effect for the next time. Again, I always say ABC, always be coaching. You want to be calling your offensive and defensive plays ahead of time because this moves in time with the real game pace. Okay, so Kermit threw the ball away, but then we got a foul on them, so we're getting the ball back. All right, and then an illegal screen on Xenon. This is a sloppy, low-scoring game, 4-2. So they have the ball. They're quickly entering the offense. And there's a passive box and 1. We're doubling Largefoot. So they're going into Lander now. And look at that, Kermit blocked him. So, again, when you run that box and 1, your 4 box defenders, especially your 2 lower guys, are going to be able to compress in on the inside shot. So you're not going to really give up much defending the inside in a box and 1. Okay, nice. Xenon hit a 3-pointer. What you're going to give up on is the other guys being able to shoot from the outside or attack the basket. So let's take a look. Do we have any guys getting tired? CJ's at an 84. Let's give him a quick breather. We'll bring in Omar to play the power forward. I don't have anybody in foul trouble, and I think I can leave the rest of my settings as they are. I'm going to actually pick up the pace a little bit, i.e. I'm going to pull back slow, more than just a little bit. I'm going to dial up fast breaks and pull back the slow, methodical half-court offense. I'm going to keep the box in 1 running for now. Again, there's that annoying little bug that I need to fix where the computer calls back-to-back timeouts. It doesn't always happen, but it happens a lot. Okay, so Donovan Cotton, they have the freshman in there, and then he just stole the ball from Trent. So the senior is getting owned by the opposing freshman. He's got to show a little pride out there, Trent. Come on, man. They're setting up a play for Largefoot. We're doubling him though, so it's a good pass. But Omar and Xenon are guarding him. Oh, and we fouled him. So at least we forced him to miss the shot with the foul, but he's going to the line. Okay, I'm going to pull out of the box and 1 a little bit, but I'm not going to be afraid to go back to it. It seems to be working pretty well this game. All right, so an inside offense going into Ronnie. He's good on the block. Yep, nice. Okay. So he was guarded by Buford on that one, who's playing the 3, so they must be running some man defense. I think I need to find a better way so we can track during the game the offensive and defensive calls so you can start to pick up on tendencies. There's Donovan out playing Trent again. Trent fouls and is going to send Donovan to the line. I think I want to get Xenon the ball this time. I don't care in what offensive form, but I want them to. Okay, we're going to go inside to Xenon. And we execute it, and it's a zone defense, so their big guy is going to be guarding him. Yeah, Largefoot was guarding him, but Xenon was still able to score the bucket. So he has 9 of our 11 points today. So I want to keep him with the ball offensively, and we're going to go outside. And Victor Largefoot seems to be picking up his pace as well. All right, they're doubling Ronnie. This should open up the outside shot, but they don't let us execute. Okay. See, they probably picked up on the fact that Xenon's been scoring 9 points, and what Little York's going to do is they're going to adjust pretty quickly. So they essentially took away our best offensive option there. And so we're going to go to Kermit on the inside next time down. Again, I'm an offense first coach, so what you'll see with me is I typically am calling offensive plays most of the game. I'll sprinkle in some defense, but I don't micromanage defense as much as I do offense. All right, looks like Trent's got 2 fouls. I'm going to call a timeout just because A, he's not playing well, B, he has 2 fouls, and C, he's a little tired. But we're going to get him out of there. So we're going to bring Vaughn in to play the point guard. We're going to slide Xenon to the 2, especially because he's our best scorer right now. Ronnie's a bit fatigued, so is Kermit. So let's bring CJ in to play center. And then who do I want to bring in to play the 3? So Freddie's not going to do much offensively, but he's a good rebounder. He's a good athlete, high IQ, decent inside defender. Or do I want to go with the freshman who's a better scorer? He's going to get pushed around a bit on inside defense, not nearly as strong or technically adept at defending on the inside as Freddie is, but he's a good outside defender and he has decent athleticism, not as good of a rebounder. So it's really, do I want rebounding and defense with Freddie or do I want scoring with Delmont? And with this group in here, I want to get a little bit more scoring in there. So, because the only really pure scorer I have is Xenon. CJ and Omar are decent scorers, but I'd like to get a little more scoring ability in there. And then in terms of this, I don't think I need to mix things up much here. I'm going to dial up maybe a little bit more zone, just so Delmont doesn't get exposed. I'll keep my big guys, CJ and Omar, playing in the low zone. So when you play zone defense, right now it's a 3-2. I'm going to put in more play calling in the future, but you can count on your 2 big guys being at the low every time. So it'll be Omar and CJ. That'll keep me from getting exposed with Delmont down there trying to defend the block. All right, let's, okay. So again, then there's the other bug I got to fix, which is when you call a timeout, it still runs some of the code, which is annoying, but I need to fix that. Frankly, from a developer standpoint, coding timeouts into this thing have been the biggest challenge because there's the whole real-time effect of them. But anyway, back to the game. Don't worry about my problems. I'll fix those. So Delmont, okay, my freshman hit 1 of 2 free throws. Again, my free throw shooting's been a bit sloppy this game. I think next round of training, I need to focus on free throws no matter what. All right, so now they're in the bonus, and let's see if Derek Smith hits him. Yeah, he hits his first. Okay, and he misses it. You know what? I don't care how it is. I want Xenon to take the next shot. They're probably going to be ready for it, but I don't care. He's played so well this game. Okay, we're setting up a play for him. Okay, and we execute it. Great. So he drives to the basket. Oh, and they call a charge on him. Again, these intelligent players from Little York, they play good, disciplined defense, and their AC Buford got in line. But look at that. They just turned the ball over, though. A 3-second violation. And then they needed to foul us, and their big man fouled out. So we just had a few things break our way. I'm going to get, I want to get Kermit in there just in case I need a dominant big man. And then CJ's at an 89, so I'll keep him at power forward. And can I bring, yeah, I'll bring, Trent scares me right now with the way he's playing, but let's bring him in. He's also a good free throw shooter. We see there 111. If they need to start fouling us for free throws. All right. Let's see who's shooting free throws here. Looks like CJ is. Okay, it's good. And it's good. Okay. By the way, that's another bug I need to fix is you can't pull the free throw shooter out of the game. Okay, they're in the bonus. Yeah, Jason Dutta, who's one of their freshmen as well. They're kind of going deep into the bench for the final seconds. Yep, look at that. Large foot needed a foul. That's 1 foul on him. So who's going to the line? Omar is. Okay, it's good. He's a good free throw shooter. He should hit these. Dang, he missed it. So they can tie it with a 2, win it with a 3. It's down to 0. That means they're taking the last shot. Who's taking it? Wallace Farabee shoots a 3. Oh my word. And he hits it. We just lost on a last second 3-pointer being made by Wallace Farabee, their outside shooting big man. So we're 1-2 with the best team in this game. Let's see who got player of the game. Xenon did. Even though we lost, we got player of the game. So I guess there's some consolation in that. And then we lost. When you play with Bentley Truman, you're going to they're the most talented team. So when you lose, you get penalized a little bit more on the geek score. So we lost 5 points. Okay. Frustrating. We're 1-2, but it's a long season. No reason to give up yet. You see our team chemistry is now down to an 8. That's really something we have to nip in the bud. Let's look at weekly scores, see how everyone did. Okay, Four Corners. Ocean City is just off this year. Four Corners pretty much dismantled them. South Lancaster 3-0. They're looking good. And then Lancaster won their game as well. So they're 3-0. So a quick look at the standings. We have 2 undefeated teams. Xavier got knocked out of the ranks of the undefeated by who was it? Was it Four Corners who beat them? No, it was South Lancaster. So that was 2 undefeated teams playing each other. Okay, so that's our week 3 game. I will be back tomorrow with week 4, where we'll be taking on South Lancaster, one of the undefeated teams. So hopefully you're picking up some hints and tips as you listen to me kind of verbalize my stream of conscious while I play this game. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.